Jean-Michel Basquiat was born December 22nd, 1960. He first achieved notoriety on the Lower East Side of Manhattan during the late 1970s as a part of the duo Samo. Samo was a graffiti group that was mostly comprised of Basquiat and Al Diaz's work. Samo was a corporate concept which stood for same old crap, and it often criticized the art world. After the end of Samo, Basquiat became a part of the New York music scene until he met the prominent pop artist Andy Warhol. Basquiat became a breakthrough solo artist in the early 1980s by being involved in art exhibitions and galleries. His work falls under the neo-expressionist movement, but has also been characterized as being primitive and countercultural. He exemplifies abstraction through his work, but manages to incorporate his African-Caribbean heritage, making a unique visual for his audiences. He gained much popularity in the 1980s because of his style, and it deviated from the aesthetic norm that came about as a result of the pop art movement. I'm choosing to analyze the collaborative work Arm & Hammer 2 because I feel it does a good job of summing up Basquiat and Warhol's artistic relationship. On the right is the Arm & Hammer logo, which Warhol hand-painted onto the canvas. On the left, Basquiat took the original Arm & Hammer logo and distorted it to portray an African-American man playing the saxophone. Basquiat and Warhol often collaborated with each other on one canvas to derive mutual inspiration from each other's artwork and personal style. This piece can be described as a criticism of corporate America and materialistic mass production, as well as a reflection of institutionalized white supremacy. Basquiat's solo piece, Horn Players, is a triptych or a painting consisting of 3 joined panels. The medium is acrylic and oil stick. The main subjects of the work are the famous jazz musicians Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie. This is one of Basquiat's defining works because of his incorporation of both visual and linguistic media. On the left, Parker is playing his saxophone as it emits pink musical notes and waves of sound. On the right, Dizzy seems to be scatting and holding a noiseless instrument. Basquiat's wordplay and use of color is why this specific piece is included in the 250. This piece has multiple titles such as Scull or Head because Basquiat never officially named the piece. Basquiat was very familiar with human anatomy and chose to play with color choice in graffiti in order to present a sort of warped self-portrait of himself. It is unknown what the ultimate goal of this acrylic painting was, but it can be assumed that the seemingly random elements of this painting are not at all random, but instead a reflection of Basquiat's role in the art world. This piece can be found at the Broad in Los Angeles. The last piece I'm going to talk about is The Irony of Negro Policeman. This acrylic work is arguably Basquiat's most controversial piece. He believes that African American policemen are the contemporary symbols of slavery. Interviews with Basquiat reveal that he finds irony in African American men working to protect a, quote, white society. Basquiat creates a tense piece with his contrasting color choice. Although Basquiat's work dates back a couple of decades, his work continues to leave a distinct impact on contemporary art and society.